Some competitive CS. Let's hop in this real quick. Do a little reaction. I guess I'm a reaction channel now. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna watch CS. Yeah. Don't hate me if I fall asleep. I will keep the stream going though. I will keep the stream going. Pay out the believers. Pay out the believers. Whoa. You guys can watch CS. I'll try and react a little bit. Oh shit. Wish me luck. This should be. Watch a little CS. Maybe app. And then. But yeah, maybe hop on some. Nah, let me not say it. Also, I crazy. Low key. But real quick, so we don't get these ads. What? Who's playing again? It's a. This is Oral. Should be a good match. Should be a good match. What are we? Guys? Yeah. Also, yeah. We turn this on a tad. Might be a little too loud. What? To get away from CS to. Great idea I have. Can we get? Please, thank you. Started yet? Is that what's going on? Let me stop looking at the viewers. It doesn't matter. I'm about to even fall asleep. This was crazy. Singapore time. Oh shit! Run it, bro. Run it. Yeah, let's see it. Hey, throw your predictions in the chat. We all got 20 minutes. I thought. Ooh. Like I said, don't hit me if I fall asleep right here, right now. But goddamn it, I will keep the stream going. I don't care. I don't care. I said I would do it, and prove Dennis wrong. I still can't believe Turkey left me. Um, he's gonna owe me some Sloppenheimer. Only he said he would do it. He's usually a man of his, but shit happens. Shit happens. Where the and like I said earlier, you probably lay down, I'll sleep. Shit happens. You can't be mad at Brody. Can't really be mad at him. I want to do this shit with me. To be quite frank, to be very honest with you, I would not want to do this with me. It's still hot in the room, brother. I go upstairs, it's nice and chilly. Yeah, I come up here, so it opens the gates to hell with how hot it is up here. And I have the AC going as well, and I have my window open. Well, it's not, but the cooler nights obviously does. Fuck, bro, it's always fucking man. Okay, we got 17 minutes to sit here about shit before this thing. We can talk about future plans, dream, what I want to do. I really want to have a set schedule, or at least a time. Yeah, I want to just set schedule those streams, but we'll definitely have a time range. You can catch my streams at. It'll definitely be from around 6 p.m. to 11 in the, 11 in the, to 1 in the morning, 2ish in the morning. That would be the typical time frame. And my streams long, pretty long as well. I do around 3 or 4 hours to stream. And this is, I think, the longest for this I had 5 hours. But I've never done such a thing like this. I've never done 24 20 hours, let alone 20. So I'm surprised. I'm still honest. I'm shocked. And the first half, so we're not. Oh, we actually hit just. Matter of fact, adjust it. Yeah, real quick. Put hour 12. Hell yeah. I like that. Hour 12, baby. I'm too tired to play anything, so we're just gonna watch some CS. That's my best way. That said I would 12 hours, 4 hour stream. We'll do a 24-hour stream. I'll do it. You feel me? I'm making the. Yeah, I got 15 more minutes of yap. 15 more minutes of yapping. I got 10 channel. Let's go. Can't do shit with that. What's this guy yapping about? Said the human eye doesn't work on FPS. Don't have a refresh rate. So how fast the brain can perceive the info your body's providing. You want this frames per second. I suppose it's okay. What else? Could be bothered teaching you guys grammar. What is this guy talking about? You are? It's okay, I understand. Who does he think he is? We check all. I got my goals. My the Mongols got this. All this? No, I do not. I got 300 channel was phone. And I still can't do anything with it. What's this? Unlock a random
Chipotle honey chicken is back. Step into summer with fresh grilled
ads.
spicy chipotle peppers and the perfect
Oh
touch
my
of pure
god, L ads,
Open
L
this summer
ads.
with Chipotle honey chicken. It's taking heat and sweet to a whole new level.
Look at the viewership drop. The ad started rolling.
It took me a long time to make this call. When I was deployed, I kept thinking about home, but now I just keep wishing I could go back.
Okay, I'm glad you called. We're gonna walk through this together.
Puedo creer que eso acaba de pasar. ¿Por qué te lo estás
What the hell?
Te multaron, primo. A mí no. $50 de multa solo por no llevar el cinturón.
Wear your seatbelts.
Another great hotel and another great deal. Same here. Pages $285 a night on my favorite site. Did I miss something?
You didn't check Trivago.
I paid $170.
Check Trivago to compare prices and save
Look, man.
50%. Hotel Trivago.
Well, I should get going.
Not without dessert.
Oh,
DoorDash
Dessert.
is on the way.
Tres leches? Say less.
Deserves a toast. Yes, I'll order some drinks on DoorDash.
game's about to start.
Stay for the game.
ordered the whole STP. What the fuck?
I'm never leaving, am I?
No.
Only 13K for the May.
Welcome back, listeners.
Final
I'm
it's
here with
released
Jeff, who works in one of Eyeglass World's in-store labs. Is that where you keep your time machines?
We don't have time machines.
But you can make customers glasses the same day.
Heavy
Because we
You-
have in-store
Matt.
labs.
Teleporters?
Nope.
Wormholes?
No.
Magic wardrobes.
No. In-store labs.
Americans and too late.
New glasses made the same day.
Super early.
And if you've got
Americans.
vision insurance benefits, use them
5:30 in the
benefit today. At Eyeglass World, the world's best way to buy glasses.
Now, at McDonald's, a McDouble is $2.50. So Miles, Jaden, and Carl have a plan.
I remember when the big chicken was.
McDouble Macro Mondays.
Oh, I always get the big chicken.
Order from the under
Call me
$3
what you want, but the McChicken, the McDonald's always a buck, $1. You could not go. I go to order, it was like 2 McChickens and a medium fry. Sometimes I switch it. Sometimes I get a little spicy with it. Like a McChicken with only ketchup, cheese, and like bacon on it. Or sometimes I with buffalo sauce, like on the side and into the buffalo sauce. I definitely found ways to switch it up. But the McChicken is all to this day. To this day, it doesn't his price $3 for McChicken. It's insane. Insanity, I tell you. Insanity. Actually, let me change just chatting and then the stream marker as well. Let me stream marker. Should be good. Farting again. What kids? Oh, we're halfway through now. Come a long way. It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Come a long way from where we began. Hey, who y'all got your money on? And the Mongols. I got the Mongols. No way. I've actually don't know too much about our war, to be honest. I know more. I see more Mongols getting a war. So we'll see how they play. We'll see how what they do up here. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Ugh. I know not following. If someone miss it, put it in chat or something so I can do the push-ups. Excuse me. I'm trying so hard to fall asleep right now. Lucky I'm about to take the dogs out. I'm about to whip the dogs out. I'm about to take all my socks. Brother. I charge my headset. That wouldn't be. Kind of need to hear what's going on. Also, get the fuck out of here. Oh no, I don't put it around. Get here. Grab this one. And yep, here the dogs are coming out. Dogs are coming out. Oh my god. Dogs are out. Few more minutes. Oh. Let go. Let go. So, how much those? Golly. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2. Bit. Two more minutes. Let's go. Hold on, give me 1 second. 1 second. I'm over here talking to myself. What the fuck? Forgot I had my mic muted, but as I was saying, I said I suck at my job, and then I said, well, this isn't my job. This is like a hobby I do. Just for the funsies. Still a 24-hour stream just for the funsies. Yes, I can. You know, people like to say, just because you can't do something else, you should. And I think this is definitely one of those situations. Just because I could have before doesn't mean I should have. Definitely not the brightest idea I've ever had, but you know what? We're committed now. I believe in us. We'll do it. We'll fucking do it. But in the meanwhile, we're gonna watch the Mongols destroy Aurora Gaming in 30 seconds. And I'll let the announcer do the talking for now on, and I'll probably fall asleep. To be quite frank. Oh, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let go.
Guys, thank you very much for taking the time out of this tournament. I know it's a very busy schedule and everything like that, but I am truly honored to be a part of this very special moment for you all. 1xBet asked me to personally present this to you. Last season, you guys made history, and moments like these, they deserve to be remembered, to be celebrated. So these, they're for you.
This looks nice. Yeah.
These are
Those
not
are
just
dope.
rings, they're not just gifts. This is a reminder to you all of who you are when you are at your best. The best version of the Mongols.
It's kind of treasure for us.
Yeah, yeah. A great memory as well.
Whoa.
Yes, the Mongols there, back in happier
Should
times.
turn it
when
up a
they're the
little
number
bit.
one team in the world, and
That bit.
getting some rings to commemorate it. Guys on the panel, a very different order for the day today. Not a lot to celebrate if they don't make it to
That
playoffs.
No,
Kinda
rings they'll be getting
crazy.
onion rings at McDonald's or something. I don't know. There's no McDonald's
Fuck
probably.
the
in this
confidence
country.
though.
McDoner across the street.
Yeah.
Onion rings.
What is this? It's good.
But
good to
it is
workshop that.
pretty interesting that we have this game and the rings coming up because EWC final, Aurora versus Mongols. Mongols win, and that actually propels them to number one in the VRS. And hey, they play again. They play all the time. Why not? 23rd game, I believe, between these two.
No, I probably made that up. It is the 13th series since 2024. 9-4 for Mongols.
I mean, I know.
Oh, she got.
I mean, I know these guys have played each other a lot. Of course, it's always worth mentioning. You know, it's there's been some little tweaks and changes.
Yeah, that record is obviously including when Senzu was on the Mongols, when Aurora had Jota instead.
Yeah.
I would say that Aurora look a little bit better with Soulfly, and instead Mongols look a little bit worse with Cobra Zera. So, in my opinion, they're meeting in the middle. Obviously, the last time they faced off against each other, it was Aurora that came out on top in Rotterdam.
Yeah, well, okay, let's do it then. Let's talk about the Mongols and obviously the Cobra Zera era of what they've been doing. And I'm in a very weird position, I think. I think I'm the only person in the world who thinks actually they don't miss Senzu all that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
No, I think the skill difference.
That's a bad take.
The disparity is huge.
That's a really bad take. That's a terrible take. Really bad take.
Absolutely wrecked me there.
Yeah, no.
I would like to announce I will not be hosting the rest of the season.
L take, Rich.
No, I mean, look,
that's why you're the host. It's fine.
Yeah, no. I mean,
he's spurring discussion.
Let me qualify it.
Okay.
Right? Let me dig myself out of the hole.
Yeah,
it's more about. First of all, I always thought Senzu was kind of a bit overrated. Like, I'm just gonna put that out there, right? Like, when he was in the top 20s and stuff, I was like, I don't know about that. Not for me. And then on top of that,
not my top 20.
I think Mongols. It wasn't like they were a powerhouse that was winning trophies all of the time when he was there anyway. And I think commensurate to the level they're always at, you know, they're always good for a playoff run. They're always like a gatekeeper, but never a trophy winner. That hasn't.
Try to stay awake.
Yeah,
As fuck.
I mean,
Sure.
there's something there.
Yeah,
there's something there.
I mean,
There it
but,
is,
the,
there it
but
is.
the way I would compare it is this: that Senzu is like the Mongolian Kyosuke, where the eye test in the group stage is insane.
Right,
Playoffs every time he was dropping off.
I was going to get to that. Massive playoff choke.
Okay, but he did right some of those wrongs. He actually did show up in a handful of the playoffs in the last year. That was a narrative more from his first year of his career, whereas Cobrazera, I don't even know what I want to make the comparison. Anything I would say is probably a little bit mean. I'd probably be digging in like Kai for Furia. You know, like, it's not that bad necessarily, but it's definitely a huge downgrade where there's a failure to launch now with Mongols with Cobrazera as opposed to, okay, we have this one problem, playoffs. Like, I would want to be in the playoffs first, though.
Yeah, I think honestly, the drop off I would expect based on Cobrazera to Senzu is bigger than it is. Like, I would expect them to have been struggling to make playoffs, but most of the times they're still there,
yeah.
and I kind of that's why I kind of agree with your point. It's not like they have dropped off the face of earth, but I do believe a lot of it is down to 9-10. 9-10 has stepped up so much, and he is like game in game out their best player. Which last year and previously he was like, he was sometimes there, but Senzu was mainly the guy they can rely on. Then it would be 9-10, then Mazinho, Blitz would have his games and stuff like that. But now it's like 9-10 is so consistent. Every game he's performing for them.
I'm just a generational hater. And also, let me say,
Probably.
Cobrazera does interviews, and he's lovely and polite.
Okay, so that's just your bias. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll take that into account. But what the server is saying is a little bit of a different story. I like that you bring up the 9-10 point. For me this year, he's been kind of flirting with being in my top 20 at any given time. Obviously, at this event, he's been fantastic. I know that you wanted to say something, though, Prof, about the difference here.
Yeah, I mean, this is this kind of worrying trend for Aurora at this tournament because I was looking at the stats. It's like, oh, okay, with KD at top of the board, Xantar is there. It's the usual suspects, and then just see like Soulfly is third by rating in the tournament, and then Walk6 is not even positive, and then Major is just behind. I was like, okay, this is not good. That I was looking through the games, and he had like 2 good games. One of it was an Anubis game, kind of doesn't count because they just smashed.
They're just the best at that.
And then another one was against Huns. Okay, that also kind of doesn't count. So he actually didn't really have any of those Walk6 performances throughout this tournament so far.
I mean, I'm very surprised if you want to switch the conversation to Aurora. I'm very surprised that we're seeing what we're seeing because it really felt like that team was on the precipice of breaking apart at the end of that last season. I saw them, it was back in Bucharest. We were remarking about it on the desk where it was like they were losing. They weren't even responding. The fist bumps were going ignored. And towards the end, Xantares was just Joker laughing. Like he just lost his mind. Like someone was going to put a straitjacket on him, It was like, because he was carrying, but everyone else was dying. And I thought Madja for sure was gone. I thought they were going to move Xantares to IGL. That's the rumor behind the scene. But they didn't. They've stuck it out for another season. I think this might be Madja's, last life.
I feel like that's just due to the circumstance in Turkey that there's really no replacement in-game leader, and Xantares probably at this point doesn't want to yet join the ranks of in-game leaders who have their fragging capabilities fall off. But the reality with Aurora is actually pretty starkly different than what I feel like the public perception of them is. That in the last 4 tournaments, the last 4 S-tier tournaments they played, the only teams they've been taken out by are just Vitality and Na'Vi.
Yeah.
All 4 were just losing to either one of those two. And in a tournament that's kind of the best of the rest, which this Astana is, they should be looking to try to win this whole thing, which is why even being in the 2-2 match is, I'd say, a far cry from the position they probably sought for themselves joining it.
Yeah, I mean, they're also kind of trying different things. There's a few tournaments ago, Aurora Major was talking how his like match prep changed, and for me it was super confusing that they haven't done this all the time. He was like, yeah, now I actually tell the players what the game plan is before we do a whole briefing and not just calling in the game. And I was just like,
shouldn't that be rudimentary?
Yeah.
Like,
but then again, I do think like the players he has, I think he's adapting to what they want and how they like to play, and maybe they didn't want to be overwhelmed by too much information and get lost in the sauce of a game and just be like playing on the feeling, playing our defaults as they do, playing defaults and then just finish around. But that really limits how you can play CS, and I don't feel like any of the top teams play like that. At the same time,
I find it interesting you're telling me this, and the fact that Walk6 has also kind of had this dip, because I've followed Walk6's career all the way through, right? And I love this guy. I think
Hellraisers.
yeah. Going all the way back when he was the carry on Hellraisers, and we were just like, this guy's so phenomenal. For me though, he is a vibes guy. Every time he's put in a position where it's prep heavy, this happens. And I remember, you know, if you remember the Colossus,
Cloud9,
yeah, the Cloud9 Colossus. And how that imploded. One of the issues was Woxic was, I mean, first of all, he was at a disadvantage because that was the online era. He was playing on a higher ping than everybody else. But also, the prep, the minutia, the protocol flowchart that almost every player has to follow now these days to do perfect Counter-Strike, not for him.
Yeah.
Not for him at all. And I think if you put him in a position where you've got to overload his brain, like, he just needs to get on the server, get 3 kills early, and then he'll drop 25 kills.
Yeah, that's kind of how I see him as well, especially from the early days. I mean, the stories from that team were special. I think Kerrigan extracted a lot of value out of him in the Mouse Sports days, and that's kind of the type of IGL Kerrigan is, you know. And that's why I think Major gets a lot of flack. I mean, you, Maui, I think, criticize him quite a bit, and
I do.
A lot of it is fairly, but I do really think that the pieces that he has kind of force him in this direction, and it is limited how good they can be as an all-Turkish lineup, and this is also where the rumors are maybe they won't be in the future.
Well, one thing I've liked about Aurora in the last couple of tournaments is that they have actually expanded their playbook slightly, whereas last year I would have characterized them as like a death ball team. Like, they're going to basically default for about 20 seconds, unironically 20, and then they'll just group up for a bomb site hit at 50 seconds left. Now they play the rounds out. Now they actually allow a couple of their guys to lurk a little bit more. I've seen Major put the pieces together in complex and confusing situations where he lets individuals like Wycadia call their own number, and that sort of diversification and improvement has led me to believe Aurora is a bit better than it was last year, and I maybe don't need to be quite as hard. And I've kind of laid off on the criticism of Major in the last few months because I've been noticing these trends. So I'm not as down on him, and turns out you could teach a dog or an old dog new tricks.
Yeah, I mean, look, put it this way. Major is entering the twilight of his career. We know that. I've always felt a little bit sorry for him in that these all-Turkish lineups, they've been super hampered down the years. I mean, keep in mind, there was a period of time where Woxic and Zantares just wouldn't play with each other when they were at their peaks, you know, and then people turn around and go, come on, man, why haven't you know, got the Turkish super team to win all these trophies yet? He's trying. You know, he's always faced challenges.
I mean, it took a while, really a long time for him to even put this team together, and this is the best Turkish team we ever had. I even remember back in the Space Soldiers days, that's, you know, when Woxic was on Hellraisers, they are getting like 300 euros a month. Like, they were going to tournaments, they couldn't afford anything. Like, you literally can't afford a cab to go out. What you have at the tournament, that's it. And they're just like grinding through all of that, and took forever to even get to this position where they are decently paid. But I also think for where they're ranked in the world in the last like 18 months, I think they're probably one of the cheapest teams that is out there. Compare that to where Falcons, like, their results and Falcons are probably the same.
Both them and Mongols are one of the best bang for buck teams. I mean, we saw Mongols vlogs where they're sleeping in bunk beds. It's crazy. So in a way, both of these are underdog stories compared to so many of the blockbusters. But actually, with Dust, we have arranged something. So that's for me and him to know, though. I'm not going to reveal more on broadcast.
I mean, you're right as well. Mongols, another min-max team that are, like, if you like, geographically limited because they do want to keep it all Mongolian. One of the things I thought was super interesting, actually, when they were in for the PGL event in the Bucharest studio, Senzu was with Passion. They were competing at Draculan down the road. And a lot of people have assumed maybe there's some bad blood behind the scenes, but the Mongols players went to stand behind Senzu at that LAN. And there's rumors circulating, you know, maybe the return of the king, you know, all that stuff.
We still really don't know what happened or why Senzu left. Like, there's a lot of rumors, a lot of different things, but ultimately the situation with Mongols and why I kind of they annoy me is it feels like they have a lot of potential that they're not fulfilling. I just think I wanted to say there's this quote, but realistically, it's just an Instagram reel that I saw. And
many such cases.
It's the return of Coach Yanko.
Okay, yeah. No, there's a guy. He just
so
said,
hard to stay awake.
If you can, you have to. And this is I really vibe with this idea that, like, this is a team that
out of nowhere, they have this potential. They're going to playoffs. They're reaching major finals. They have really good players that's challenging the best. They're beating the best. They just aren't winning tournaments consistently. And then instead of like pushing that to the absolute maximum, like trying to do this, it feels like they just took a step back and are really comfortable at where they are. And just before this tournament, they're like, okay, yeah, we practiced for like 10 days, but in Mongolia against Asian teams. And then they go into like a Krakow or Katowice and they're like, oh, we didn't really practice. They come in and then they warm up through the tournament. It's like, why is this happening? You could be, I know Vitality is winning everything, but you could like make history in a different way that you'll look back 2 years from now and be like, oh, well, that was kind of
I got chewed up for this. If you thought the Senzu take was bad, right? I got chewed up for this when I said this before, and it was just, I think they're super complacent because
they are.
They just live like rock stars back in Mongolia, man. It is actually crazy. You went to Ulaanbaatar, you saw it.
It's they're on billboards, they're everywhere. Everyone knows about them, and CS is on TVs and casual bars where in Croatia it would be football and literally nothing else. Counter-Strike on TV in a bar, not gonna fly.
Yeah. Oh, well, and like I say, so obviously you get your distractions. Can be very hard to stay locked in, but I agree with you. I think for me, one of the frustrations I've always had with the Mongols is you really should have had more trophies. I mean, like you were really there. You were the #1 team in the world, and it never really felt like
I feel like the Mongols already being as competitive on the world stage as they are, to me, is playing with house money a little bit more. I get that we're seeing some of the highs for this team, but to expect them to keep it up as consistently as they have is, to me, I think it's like them not practicing, I get it, but their floor at a lot of elite events has been good enough for me that I haven't been that disappointed personally. So I take a different stance on this. I think that I didn't think that they were going to come in and win this tournament anyways, and I want players in all teams to try their hardest, to practice the most they should, but I think they've also accepted some of their fate as well. Maybe it's also a sign of the fact that they're not practicing because they know with Cobra that the sky is not the limit for them.
Yep.
I was just looking at the maps. Overpass came in. That's kind of a surprise.
That is a surprise.
That's a pick. I needed to check like who picked it. Was Aurora, and then after that Mirage.
Mirage and Inferno were the two that were played last time. Aurora did win those both, but the fact that Aurora picked Overpass, they're not complacent. They're trying new things out.
All right, they certainly are. And so we're talking about Auroras. I'll now throw you over to two blinding, brilliant, dazzling bright stars in the form of Lourdes and Scrawny.
Keep it coming, Richard.
It's impressive. I was like, what's he going to do with this one?
He speaks more kindly of me than my own mother at times.
Really?
No,
that's
my
not
mom's
true.
my #1
Nicest
fan.
person in the world.
Shout out Sharon one time.
Yeah.
But thank you, Richard. You're always so kind. And thank you, Maui Snake and Prof, for being elegant in your analysis. Mo, we jump into Overpass, a little curveball. So clearly Aurora trying to like look different, play different, shake things up a little at this event. And an Overpass for the Mongols, I wonder if they're actually prepared for this game now.
I mean, I guess if you want to be like Vitality, you got to have the same swagger. So they come in with no practice, a little practice. I mean, they are always just like honest about where they're at. Yep. I think it will affect sort of their gameplay overall. And we get ups and downs within rounds, within maps, within series from the Mongols, the best plays and some pretty bad fumbles. But obviously, we always know that the potential is there. And this matchup is just like kind of a classic now. So like with both these teams, I feel like they are on the side, jockeying for position to, be firm contenders for grand finals and stuff like that. But there's just all these new prospects and teams that we're looking at. And so it's about time for, one of them to just become more established, consistently beat the team that's underneath them and some of the rivalries like the one we have in front of us. But it's obviously not that easy. I expect that this should be the 3-map series of the day. It felt like every series could go 3 maps today. But this will not be a series without mistakes. And I think it will also be a series that has a lot of great rounds. I just don't think there's going to be anything consistent right now.
You said that this has kind of become a classic matchup. We go back to 2025. These teams locked horns 6 times throughout the year, and the Mongols won in 5 of those games. The only time that Aurora actually picked it up, funnily enough, was PGL Astana 2025. Now, we've had it happen twice so far this year, once at ESL Pro League in Stage 2, and then recently at Blast Rotterdam. The teams are actually split 1-1. There's so much Mirage, Dust 2, and Inferno in this head-to-head that, yeah, we've come to expect these teams when they clash, and we've come to expect those exact same maps. And so Overpass really is just kind of out of nowhere with this one. I'm going through it. I don't see a single overpass between these teams ever, despite having all of the matches in this head-to-head that they do. So we've got something fresh for you guys in the final game of the group stage of PGL Astana 2026. 7 of the 8 playoff teams set to get this arena roaring. The Mongols, not too far from home, will be looking to put themselves in that list, and a curveball from Aurora will set the tone of this best of 3. Buckle up. The game begins now.
Aurora have had some spotty performances on Overpass, but at their best are the best, honestly, on this map. I think this is where, if we have any doubts about Madrid's calling, I feel like sometimes their Overpass games are the most well-prepared and most interesting. I love the choice to bring it in. It is kind of a punish. It can be, at least. Obviously, Mongols have a Spirit win on this map. He come down to rounds just like this, and they walk right by Techno.
He
doesn't come away with even 1 kill.
Yikes. Draws them down into Mzinho, though, so now the 2 sets of Berettas that are in here look to roar through Aurora. Yeah, there we go. Good recovery from Techno. That gets very sketchy for a second, but about only 1 second. Labored effort out of Woxic means he's going to get dropped. Triple kill for Mzinho here in the pistol, and the Mongols will be looking to tap into a strong CT start. Santares, separated duel. Can't get there either, so a little shakiness in some of the individuals here for Aurora to start, and the Mongols will capitalize with that, trying to dominate this first half as much as they can.
Sure. I wonder if they're surprised that Overpass hasn't come up before. I would imagine, actually, this would be one of the outside maps in a veto that happens so often, where they would have thought, eventually Aurora are going to want to take this versus us. We are never going to be the ones to pick it, but, the prep has to go deeper than the 3 maps that you expect to play, just in case. So we'll actually see how much of a surprise it'll actually be.
Yeah, I'd expect the rate to be like once every 3 or 4 matches, Overpass would have come through, but...
Maybe if Aurora's just, and I guess especially a surprise because there are periods of time where Aurora have way better numbers on the map overall. But again, they know it, they love it.
Right now, the Mongols find themselves in this 2-2 matchup, but their 2 losses at this event are versus Spirit and Falcons.
No shame in that.
And honestly, the Falcons is a match that they could have just legitimately won.
Yeah, they did throw that one away a little bit.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. We'll be seeing whether the Mongols can just kind of rebound immediately and really set a gap between them and Aurora today.
Bro is trembling. He's tensing every muscle in his body to float there.
Great core strength.
Mark of a good climber.
And golf player.
Very true. All the important sports.
Smoke pops around bathrooms at 35 seconds, and Aurora still haven't really made anything happen. Wikadia's Desert Eagle will not even get a chance to sing. This one just absolutely fizzles out across the map.
It'll be very disheartening to start without the T-pistol.
Boring. Long activation gets denied, and it's 5 strong for the Mongols at the end of the round. So converting the pistol as cleanly as you'd hope.
Mongols!
This is probably this is the closest event they've got to Mongolia. I'm just thinking geographically, would be here or China. But I think we're closer right now in Astana.
What was the Ulaanbaatar event?
Oh my god, I forgot that happened. That's true, there was an event.
They were inside of it.
That's true.
So,
but did an event really happen if nobody gets paid?
Fortunately, yes. Unfortunately, yes.
First gun round here for Aurora in round 3. It's AKs across the board versus a couple MP9s. We get this Cobra Zera push off the B site to start. It's been a very slow pace in that last round for Aurora when they just hoped somebody overstepped into a deagle. Gonna have to show us a little more friskiness than that, I think, to convince us this T-side could take over.
Ocadia's, for the last year, has been my favorite guy on Aurora in terms of smarts and decision making, but there is no doubting that Xantares is still the workhorse for the team, and they rely on carries that he can deliver.
It was a nice tether between Soulfly and the connector distraction. You saw the MP9 of Cobrazera kind of two minds.
Well, they're both going to boost. And
speaking of two minds, they think alike. Ooh, can't quite finish off what he started. Mzinho on the retreat with 16 health, pulls his smoke grenade out. If that blocks off short at 30 seconds, Aurora is going to be uncomfortable for the moment, but still, numbers strong, and not everybody that's left for the Mongols is even down here towards this B site.
I mean, it's going to be B. Techno has top bathrooms, and he hasn't seen anything, so...
Here comes 910.
Yeah. Oh, here comes Nate.
There's another frag grenade as well on 910. He can throw it into short right now. Mzinho's got his, despite low HP. And now, it's actually numbers advantage for the Mongols. Blitz remains passive, plays left and right on the pillar. Finally,
no time.
Opening the site.
No time.
Yeah, finally isn't fast enough.
Now you can die after time if you're not careful. Techno's walking up to this, but he's not ready to swing.
That smoke.
Give me 1 second.
Slowed down Aurora.
They took a lot of time to make a decision after a 5v4 as well. And yeah, it was just a very clutch smoke to come in at that time. That's the one thing they were not prepared for. Could you imagine Xantares as the IGL of this team? That seems like the worst idea possible.
I agree.
We've seen him, even when they win, he has like the worst mood. I feel like doesn't make any sense. But that was like a rumor. Maybe that was just like not.
Should do some yoga.
Good for the core strength.
And the mental health. Soulfly thinking he was hiding, but thick as he crouched down towards Monster Pipe. It's an easy pick-off for the op of Mongols to start this round. A likely 4-0 kickoff, barring something fantastic between Madger and Xantares here, working with these two AKs still. And all of this movement's being heard by Xantares. He may be closer than the Mongols realize at the moment. Oh, Mzinho's gonna
on it.
The duel. Mzinho off to a 7-1 start, and then that Monster Pipe walkout's gonna get totally
something more
stopped by
comfortable.
a comfortable Cobrazera. Shadow advantage for Techno is not enough to best Madger, but he'll just be this AK most likely. 50-second save for Aurora. This T-side not finding the sprint it would like to begin with.
It's not insane if they
still try this?
Just because there's only 2 in B right now, they did have a little bit of... Yeah, now it's...
A little fresh smoke for you. Just when you think about going in, you're met by that.
That'll be the best thing that happens to Aurora to dissuade them from going for that. But yeah...
The Mongols? What'd I say, bro?
Duel, they might make a mistake. That one's
Oh,
he's
good.
insane right now.
He's good. He's real good.
Woo!
It is looking real good in the fire department. Firepower department's looking good with Mzinho at the helm.
Fire department. He was on the pole.
Has anybody explained to us why Mzinho's player photo this event has him wearing sunglasses?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's up with that? We're just gonna act like that's normal?
He's just very cool.
That is true.
Oh man.
Watch the accuracy of this as he repeats into Xantares, makes that one look easy. Oof, instant on Madger. And then just slides to the other side of the pillar.
We talked about momentum teams, and
You know what, guys?
like G2 are the same way. They know how to turn confidence.
You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna call it. I'm too fucking tired. I am too fucking tired. Keep going. I appreciate everybody tuned in. Really, thank you so much. Sorry we couldn't do the full 24 hours, but I think 12 is a start, and then next time we do this, we'll definitely aim to do the full 24 hours. I'll definitely have turkey in here, at least a few people will pop in here and there, but if it's just me right now, I'll be able to do it. If he was here, it'd be more manageable, but unfortunately, shit happens, you guys know. But like I said, thank you to anybody who popped into the stream. Thank you for the follows. Make if you do want to tune into future streams, make sure you follow into TikTok, Instagram, whatever. And yeah, thank you so much. We'll see you guys next time.